Okay, so let's learn some basic crochet stitches because I have been itching to do this, been wanting to so bad, and then I just keep putting it off, but I'm gonna do it. And obviously to start, we have to start with the slip stitch, right? Nope, not a slip stitch, a slip knot. Maybe I'll edit that out. Is this gonna focus on my beautiful yarn? Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, so what I do, the way that I do slip knots is you take the tail of the yarn, hold it in your hand. I do it left-handed because I'm a lefty. I don't know how right-handeds do it. I crochet right-handed though, so just keep that in mind if you're a lefty. I might confuse you a bit, but anyway, so what you do is you take your finger, your pointer finger, you wrap the yarn twice, hold it with your middle and thumb, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take this one, pull it over this, and then take this, pull it over that. You're going to leapfrog twice. I think that's how Crochet Crowd describes it, which is very silly and very cute. So you're going to take that one, pull it over, and then you're going to take the next one, pull it over that, and then you're just going to pull it tight. And then you can go ahead and insert it over your hook, pull that tight. Oh, it's so blurry. Come on, focus. And now you have a little slip knot on there. I know like people who make just like one 5-minute video for one stitch will do that like 20 times, and it's super obnoxious. I think you can just rewind the video and watch it again. I like that better. So I'll do a few things multiple times, but the slip knot, the slip knot, yeah. Oh my god, I'm a mess. Okay, that one we're just doing once. So now let's go over some basic crochet terms. What we're going to be doing is chaining first. So let's see here. Where are we in focus? Right here? Okay. So you're going to yarn over. This is how I hold my yarn. I'm weird. So I hold my work here, and a lot of people like wrap. I don't know how they do it. It's very strange. I don't get it. But so this is how I hold my yarn. I just hold it in these two fingers. I keep it nice and tight. My tension is always super tight, which messes me up on hats, but I have to like increase the gauge on hats. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about gauge probably in another video because I don't even know enough about gauge. I never make like swatches. Anyway, so you're going to yarn over. That's it. You yarn over, you hook this one onto the loop, and you pull it through the existing loop on the hook. And that's it. That's a chain. You yarn over. Come on. Focus. Pull through. Yarn over and pull through are just the two things you need to know basically when learning any stitch. It's yarn over, pull through, or wrap the hook, pull through, but most people say yarn over. So here, that's 2 chains. We're gonna chain, we'll do 15. 3, 4, if it'll go, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and now this is what your chains will eventually look like once you've mastered, not even mastered, but once you've practiced and you've gotten the muscle memory down, your chains will look a lot like this. If not better. Yours will probably look better than this. There's a lot of like hair on this yarn because it is just like straight, I think it's alpaca. I can't remember, I bought it like a year or two ago, but it's very pretty. Anyway, so next we're going to talk about your first official row. Like your chain row doesn't usually count as your first row, it's just your foundation for your first row. So if you're going to be single crocheting, typically what you would do is you would skip 2 stitches and then you would skip 1 stitch, crochet into the second. So that means, let's see here if I can get the lighting to cooperate with me. This loop on the hook does not count as a stitch. This right here, this loop right here counts as the first loop. This loop right here counts as the second loop. This is the third, this is the fourth. I don't work in the back loop, which will confuse a lot of people. I don't work in the back like hump loop. I don't know what people call it. I know it makes it look nicer, but I always mess it up, and I hate chain rows and it takes me forever to get through them, so I just don't bother. I try to get through them as quickly as possible. So if we're single crocheting, we're going to skip this one here and go into this one. So let's see if I can get close with this and not be blurry. Apparently I cannot. The pros of filming on a phone, folks. Maybe if I had like a solid background and it wasn't trying to focus on my son's school stuff, but you know what? I'm working with what I've got. This is my table right now. So, you know, you make do, right? So, we have inserted the hook into the second chain. So this is the second chain right here. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through 1 loop, that first loop. And now you have two loops on your hook. And then you're going to yarn over again, pull through both loops, 1, 2. And now you've just created 1 single crochet, if it'll focus. You've created 1 single crochet. Doesn't look like much right now because it's just 1. And then if you're just single crocheting across the whole row, you're just going to keep doing that into each of the next stitches throughout the whole thing. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, just the 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and now you have 2 single crochets. And don't worry about these like little holes that you're making, those will go away as you go. So those are 2 single crochets, and what I wanted to talk about was I'm going to remove both of these single crochets and go back to just the chains. I need to just find where I was at with my yarn. Okay, there we go. So if you wanted to double crochet, which we will talk about next, and one counts as, and the chain counts as the first double crochet, you would skip, some people say 3, some people say 2, I like to say 2. So you would skip 1, 2 chains and go into the third, or they'd say go into the fourth, but I say go into the third. It's so hard to see. Hang on. But there is 1, 2, and then 3. So what you do to double crochet is you yarn over, insert your hook. I'm looking at the viewfinder of the camera, so this isn't working so well. And then I automatically always yarn over, like when I insert the hook. So you've yarned over, inserted the hook, and now you're going to yarn over again. Pull up a loop, so only go through 1. Then you're going to yarn over again. Pull through only 2, so that's 1. And that's 2. And then you're going to yarn over again, pull through the last 2 loops, 1 and 2, and that's a double crochet. And you should have a chain 2 here that counts as the first double crochet. Sometimes it doesn't count, sometimes it's just a transitional like bar that's there, but a lot of things like blankets and stuff might occasionally, or a scarf might occasionally count that as your first double crochet. Like the scarf that I'm making with the flower stitch, it's the first chain, the chain 2 counts as a double crochet. Anyway, next, I've already yarned over because I'm so ahead of myself. So you're going to do another double crochet, so you're going to yarn over. And this one's already been worked in, so you're going to move on to the next one. Insert your hook. And I'm sorry about any background noise, it's just I live in a noisy house and I just wanted to get this done. So you've inserted your hook. I keep getting ahead of myself, I have to slow down. Yarn over, pull through 1, okay, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's 2 or technically 3 double crochets depending on who you're asking with the chains. So those are double crochets. My favorite stitch though is going to be very similar to the double crochet, but not quite. It's the half double crochet. So we're going to leave our double crochets in just because, you know, they're there, whatever. The half double crochet, you yarn over, and then you insert your hook, if I can. You yarn over again, pull up a loop, yarn over again, and you're just, instead of doing 2 and then 2, you're going to just pull through all 3 loops. Like so. So that is how you do a half double crochet, and it's a little bit shorter than the double crochet, and that helps create like sort of a wavy kind of look in things if you're trying to go for that. And we're going to do it again. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. And next, if you wanted to create even more of a decline, you can just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and that's a single crochet. And it just kind of, you can see the length of stitches is decreasing. And I love half double crochets because they have a 3rd loop on the back. So what you can do with that is when you're making like hats or really anything, but I use it mostly in hats, is when you go on the next row or the next round, you can insert your hook only into, you can like single crochet or half double crochet or whatever stitch you want into the back loop only, but that's getting way ahead of myself. I'll talk more about that later, but that's just so you know why I love that so much. Next, what else can we do? I should have made a list. That would have been smart. Let's, you know what? Okay. I have the Ratatouille musical music stuck in my head, which just, I guess, shows what I've been up to all day. So I'm going to half double crochet this through all the chains, and then, no, I'm not going to do that, hang on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to explain to you how to create a circle from, say you were doing the base of a hat, like I said earlier. If you were doing the base of a hat, what you would do is you would create a circle with this. It would obviously be like several more chains, like a lot more chains, but this is just for the basics. So you would create your chains, your sort of foundation chain row, and then you would insert your hook into, you have to make sure it's straight and not twisted at all, so let's make sure that this is straight. Okay, so it kind of looks like it's twisting, but it's not twisted. And then you're going to insert your hook into the first chain that you made. So you're just gonna, I try to pick up two when I do it this way. It feels sturdier even though it's probably not. Yarn over, and then you're going to do a slip stitch, which is almost like a single crochet, except instead of doing yarn over, pull through one, yarn over, pull through two, you're just going to yarn over and pull through two straight away. You're not going to worry about creating a stitch, you're just closing this stitch. So you're just moving to the next stitch. So that's how you create a little circle. I'm going to do that again just because I feel like I didn't do a great job on that explanation. So we're going to pick up the tail, make sure it's straight, go into the first or last chain, whatever you would like to call it, insert your hook, yarn over. If I can get it, I can't tell my depth perception's so bad on this camera. Okay, so yarn over, pull through both. Okay, and that's how you make a circle. So I was about to film like a little outro-y thing for this, but then I remembered I forgot the triple or treble crochet in American terms, which is different from the treble crochet in UK terminology, because UK treble is US double. So what I showed you in this video is a US double crochet. A UK double crochet is a single crochet, etc., etc. It all just like goes down from there. So anyway, let's do the US treble crochet. So what you're going to do is, instead of yarning over once for a double crochet, you're going to yarn over twice. Hello, can we focus on my beautiful yarn? Come on now. You're going to yarn over twice, and then you're going to insert your hook into the 1, 2, 3, I guess fourth chain from the hook. It's fourth or third. I don't know. I usually just follow the pattern. I don't write patterns. You're going to yarn over again, and you're going to pull up a loop, yarn over again, and then you're going to pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and yarn over, pull through two. And that is how you create a very tall stitch called a treble crochet. And we're going to do it one more time, because I ain't about showing you 50 times, because I am lazy. I know, I am the worst. Can we focus? 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 Anyway, oh, my nails look lovely. So, yarn over twice. I probably should have like shown you that better, but come on, folks, you know me, I'm lazy. Well, sort of. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, boop, yarn over, pull through two, boop, yarn over, pull through two, boop, and voila, we have 2 treble crochets. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. I guess I'll do more. I'll do the flower stitch, the crocodile stitch, and like simpler stitches like the puff stitch, V stitch, shell stitch, whatever else, you know. Just tell me what you want to see and I'll do those. I just, for right now, this was a very long video of very basic things. So yeah, hopefully I'll go faster, but also be clearer. I will work on cleaning up this table. I keep looking at myself instead of like at the camera. Do you like my living room? It's a mess. My son. So yeah, have a good whatever. I'll see you next time.